there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am trying out the Danessa Myricks Colorfix cream multi-purpose products. These are waterproof liquid pigments for the eyes, lips, and cheeks. And I have one foil version and one cream version. The foil version I have is Venus, and then the cream version I have is Romance. So this is Venus, this is Romance. And I'm going to try both of these colors out today. So I already have a full face on. I'm just going to use these for pretty much eyeshadow. I think the colors that I got work probably best for me on my eyes. So first we're going to do some swatches. And just so you know, I picked both of these products up from Sephora.com. And I got these 20% off, being Rouge status on the recent sales. Sales over now. But I wanted to try these out in a separate video because this is a new brand to me, new brand to Sephora. I thought you guys might be interested. A lot of different colors and textures with this product. I believe there's also a gloss version that you could probably use on your eyes or lips. So this top one is Romance and the bottom one is Venus. I'm just going to rub it out so you can see this a little bit better. So the cream one is on top, the foil is on the bottom. And the foil, you can see in my finger, has a lot of shimmer and shine. And the cream also has some shine to it. But these actually are waterproof. They dry down. So once you get them in place, you know, after a minute or two, they're going to be dry, budge proof. And I want to actually show you what these look like kind of layered. And I'm going to have to put a little bit more. But that's what I plan to do today is, layer these on my eyes. Whoops. A little bit too much there. So that's Romance. You can see the foil. You can see my skin behind it, and Romance, you can't really see my skin, so just an FYI on what the textures of these do. And you may notice a little bumpier on the foils. So this is what it looks like layered, which I think is super pretty. So nice, separate, even better together. So that is what we are doing on my eyes today. So this is a fully cream product. It feels really nice on the skin. I think this is a little bit, it's going to go a long way. You do not need to apply this much, but this is what it's like. And I'll show you in a little bit, once it's dry, how these don't move. I don't know that I really need to apply primer because as you saw, I think this is gonna be good and cover up all my redness. I think I actually have a little bit of makeup and concealer on my eyes anyway, so no primer today. Let's start with Romance. I'm gonna put a little bit on my palette here and use a brush. This is the Rev for number 2. You could definitely use your finger. Just do a little swipe, but I want a little bit more control, so I'm going to just tap into the palette, onto the palette, and then apply this to my eyes. This is such a pretty shade. I might try this shade out on my lips just to see what it looks like. I'm going to go a little bit above my crease just to see what this does when it dries down. And see like how it stays. I know some of us with oily eyelids or just from blinking a lot, you can kind of get a crease in your eyeshadow, but a cream product that's waterproof like this might be really beneficial, especially if you don't get creasing. So I'm going to go a little bit above and then take it down the other side. So just so you know, I squeezed out a little bit more for the other eye. So the shade is just pigmented enough, but still light enough that I don't feel like I have to be super, like, you know, in control over the shape. Like, it can still be pretty easygoing with the shape. Sometimes when you have really dark shadows and they're cream, once you get them down, it can be kind of hard to define your shape. It's not like you can just blend it out like a powder. But this shade is pretty easygoing. I'm already drying down just a little bit. My hand's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to wait to rub it. Before this dries, I'm actually going to put on Venus. I think this shade's pretty popular because before the sale it was sold out and then it restocked. So I think it's a popular one. And this one shifts from like pink to gold to orange. It's like a multi-chrome glittery shade. I'm going to use the same brush and do the same technique. I think I'm going to, because it's a foil, it's not as opaque, it's going to be a little bit different to work with. So I'm just going to tap lightly. I will probably kind of use my finger after using the brush, just to even things out and do a little bit of blending. Look how pretty that is. So you see Romance and then Romance and Venus, how pretty that is. I know these colors aren't for everyone, and Venus definitely kicks things up the pink notch. Ooh, so pretty. It took a little bit of the shine down, but also removed a little bit of excess. So just gonna do the same thing on the other side. And this is a layerable product, so as I put more, I get more shine. Just want to be considerate of blinking and fallout, so you might want to like tap a little bit of the excess off. But there you have it. That's pretty much it. I might do a little bit under the eyes. Yeah, I think we'll do a little bit of Romance. Probably not Venus, because that's a lot of glitter. So I'm going to take a really tiny brush, the rougher number 23, this is the newer one, and go into Romance and put it under my eye on the lower lash line. Just a little bit there, not a whole lot. I have to say, I have tried products like this in the past, like years and years ago, because I like the idea of like a multi-purpose cream, and I found that they're not as like opaque as these. They're usually like see-through, and then it can kind of be annoying to have to layer just to get like a solid color. But I feel like these really perform really well. So we're going to do our waterproof test. I'm going to clean off my hands on the right side so that I can rub and see if anything comes off. And then I'll spray a little bit of setting spray, like a hydrating mist, which is mostly water, and see what happens. So, start rubbing. A little bit comes off. I actually have a thick layer, so I'm not too surprised. A little bit comes off, but not a lot. Let's try the middle one. A little bit of sparkle on there, but not much. And then the bottom mixed. I'm feeling a little bit of texture come up. Yeah, a little bit more came off there. I think if you want this to be really waterproof, you put on a really thin layer, but it's not like rub proof, so I'm able to rub some of that sparkle off. But, you know, vigorous rub. It's not really going anywhere. I am removing some of the shine, some of the top layers, But if I were to do this in a normal powder, it'd be gone, right? Now let's do a little bit of liquid. So I'm using the Jordan Samuel Hydrate the Mist. Let me see how it holds up. So I don't know if I didn't wait long enough. This isn't really what I expected. But the foil seems to come off. And then the cream definitely holds up a little better. Yeah, interesting. So I would just give you a little bit of a review there that if you want something to be truly waterproof, go with the creams. The foil's not as waterproof. Let me read about the foils to see. Yeah, the foils on the front say waterproof liquid pigment. Maybe if I waited longer on the foils, maybe there's something in it that just takes longer to like set. Not really sure, but just interesting result with that test there. Just an FYI. I will say that my eyes looked pretty good. I mean, I'm not usually in a downpour crying too much, so I'm not too worried about the waterproof, but some of you want that waterproof for creasing or oily eyelids or sweating. Totally understandable. So now you know how that test worked out. Yeah, go with the creams if you were wondering about that. Okay, all right, I'm going to do a little bit of mascara and maybe some eyeliner. Let's see what I want to do. The mascara I want to use is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I have a little small travel size. And for eyeliner, I could totally do like a liquid black liner with this. But do I want to? It's super tempting just because I don't have a lot of shape. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the Surat Autographique liquid liner. This guy right here, and I'll be back. Alright guys, this is the final look. I butchered my black eyeliner. I feel like I'm out of practice or something. Anyways, it's not the most symmetrical or perfectly straight, uplifted eyeliner, but let's focus on the cream products. But the cream looks wonderful. One of the best cream eyeshadows I have used for sure. I don't know if I mentioned this flat brush, the Rougher 02. I think I mentioned the Rougher 23 for the under eye. And those are the brushes that I use, that's it. So I really recommend this something flat. This is natural hair, but if you have something flat that's synthetic, really going to be handy for applying a product like this on your eyes. And oh my goodness, the shine on Venus is like super sparkly, which I really love. It gives you that impact. You can definitely just do one layer. This is about 2 layers of shine. It really gives that oomph. But definitely like layerable, wearable colors together. Not quite as waterproof, the foil one, but I don't know, if you left it to dry longer, maybe it just takes longer to dry. It feels pretty dry right now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how important that is for it to be like 100% waterproof, but if you are concerned, I would get the cream version. That seems to last quite well with the rub and the water. For the lips, oh, I was gonna use this on my lips. Let me take this off. I put on Bronze Venus, the Pat McGrath Less Gloss Bronze Venus, kind of glittery, but I totally forgot I was gonna try Romance on my lips. Whoopsies. I don't know how to apply this on my lips. Oh boy, that's way too much. This is pretty metallic. Maybe not a lip color. Definitely not one I'm used to. And the fact that it's waterproof, it's probably not going to feel very good on my lips. It definitely feels funny. I mean, you could do a little bit on the lower lip if you want a little shine. We're just going to leave it like that. I'm going to top it off with Bronze Venus. Okay, it's a little bit better. I'm very, very sparkly and shiny in this look for sure. A very metallic, glittery lip. Not my usual. I'm ready to go to the club. Honestly, these are really nice. I'm super impressed. I don't really have a lot of negative comments or any critiques really, besides the fact that one formula is more waterproof than the other. Really easy to apply, dries down fairly quickly, easy to work with, wonderful color payoff. Nice job, Danessa Myricks. I'm so excited that these are available at Sephora. This is the box packaging in case you're curious. You want to pick these up. I think it's probably a good idea to try to figure out what you're going to use, the color that you're going to pick up, what you're going to use it for before you purchase it. Because if you want to get the most bang for your buck, you do pick a color that works at least for 2 areas of the face rather than just one. I think for me, those are both going to be only for my eyes, not really my style for my lips. You also want to think about that these are waterproof, and are they really going to work that well for your lips? I think there's a gloss formula that's really meant for your lips, not so much the cream and foils. But you might want to think about a cream that might work as a blush and an eye. It is a multi-purpose product. But let me know your thoughts below if you plan to pick any of these up or you own any of these. Please comment below. Let us know what colors you have and what do you recommend. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.